Hello everyone, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another tabletop video review. Today we're looking at the KWA 1911 A1. This is a gas blowback airsoft pistol. And again, this is the tabletop review. I will be doing the field test shooting video shortly after this one, so hopefully I'll have it out for you a little bit later this week. Trying to do the tabletop and then shooting videos basically back to back for you guys so you get all the information pretty close together. Now this gun is available in our Canada and US online Replica Airgun stores, so check out the links in the description of this video. If you're on the website, I'll also have links in the written post to buy this airsoft gun. So let's go over some of the specifications. This is a replica of the real steel Colt 45 M1911 A1. It is a blowback all-metal design gun. It uses green gas or propane, so there are different gases you can use in it, but it does not take 12-gram CO2 cartridges. And there are no magazines that allow for that either. It also uses 6mm plastic airsoft BBs. It has a 21-round full-size dropout metal magazine that holds the airsoft BBs and the gas. It weighs in at 2.14 pounds or 970 grams and has a 4.45-inch non-rifled barrel. It also has adjustable hop-up and comes with the tool, which is nice. It shoots in single action only, just like a real 1911. And has a velocity of up to 360 FPS. That's probably going to depend what kind of gas you use in it. It also has working thumb and grip safeties on it. Now you're going to notice this gun is ultra realistic in construction and true to the 1911, including field stripping, barrel bushing removal, all of that kind of stuff. Now this gun, again, is made by KWA in Taiwan. It does come in this KWA box, with the KWA branding on it. Not too fancy. You got some information there, right? Some warning stuff. I mean, you're not going to really get much. There's nothing on the back. There's not much on the box. No real pictures to speak of. Inside the box, you're going to get a bunch of stuff. You're going to get the KW manual, and they're really well done. It's really well done. The KW manuals, I have to say, are nice, well laid out, well worded. There's no English in them really that I could find. Lots of detailed diagrams of how to load, use the gun, load the magazines, the gas, operate the gun, chamber the slide, all of that. Even on how to adjust hop up, right? You got all that. And even if you want to field strip it, full instructions on how to field strip it, including how to use that barrel bushing to get the barrel out if you want to do that with the slide, right? Some troubleshooting, and then you have a parts diagram as well. Okay? Even for the magazine. It's nice that it actually comes with the barrel bushing tool. Quick look at that. So that's going to help you out a little bit. I'm not sure what these pieces do, but maybe that helps you with other things. But it's got these cutouts for the barrel bushing, for turning that and getting the barrel out of the slide. You get some oil, you get some BBs, and you have that hop up tool. Okay, so this is going to allow you to adjust the hop up when the slide's open. All right, let's take a quick walk around. Now I've shown you 1911s many times. It's not going to be that much different, but I just want to show you how, there's literally zero slide wiggle. I'm getting nothing here. The fit and finish is really quite tight. And I noticed that actually when I first loaded it up with green gas, let me just show you, the slide was actually very tight. It wasn't operating fully for me. Oops. I guess it would help if I had everything working. There we go. But it's working great now, okay? So, but first, I just wanted to go back. It was so tight that it just needed a little bit of break-in. So if yours isn't quite, working the first couple shots, just work that slide back and forth. Just break it in just a wee bit. Maybe even, pop a little oil on the rails and stuff just to get her moving. But once she's moving, it's all fine and dandy, right? So let's take another closer look here. So we've got this nice, what you would find, it's like this plasticized 1911 grip. That's what you'd find on the A1. It's like a plastic grip. They weren't really wood back then. I mean, you can get wood grips for them. I'm pretty sure you can put standard 1911 grips on here. I don't see why not. I don't even think you have to modify them because the magazine doesn't have any cutouts. So let's take a look at that mag real quick. It doesn't have those cutouts like you're going to find. Let me just show you here. So here's for instance a Tanfoglio Witness magazine, and the CO2 is going to come out a little bit out the sides. You're not going to have that with this one here because it uses the gas, right? So you're not going to have those cutouts getting into where the magazine or where the grip is, right? So you shouldn't have to modify that in any way. Okay, you got your working safety, right? It locks the slide back, doesn't allow the trigger to be operated, obviously. Locks the slide in place as well. Okay, this is your takedown lever. I might field strip it for you guys. You have a working grip safety. Actually works, right? Slide serrations. Got your writing on the slide. You do have the orange tip on this gun now. It's just basically an elongated tip that's been painted orange. You could cut it flush. You could paint that and cut it flush very easily. We also have replacement slides, or sorry, replacement barrels online for these guns. So check that out if you want to just buy one. But you could very easily just use like a hacksaw or Dremel tool. What I would do is cut it a little bit longer than flush and then just sand it down flush just to make sure it's even, right? So you have that non-white dot front sight, right? You have full see-through ejection port, right? You can see right through the mag well. You have the rear sight here. Okay, non-adjustable. There's no adjusting these sights in any way. Okay, I did want to mention on this magazine, it does lock in the bottom, which makes loading a lot easier. That's kind of nice. It's just basically, it's not a double stack, it's just an inline single stack mag. They say you can hold, it holds 21 BBs. When I do the field test, I'll find out, right? But pretty standard gas magazine. Your gas goes in there and that nozzle there. Very easy to use, right? You got your magazine release here, your standard, really nice single action only trigger, very little take up, super lightweight. Okay, no real seams on the gun to speak of. Let's take a look at the other side here. There again. Okay, you got a little bit of writing. I'm not even sure what that says. I can't see it in my little screen. We'll probably see it on, oh, it looks like KJ Works stuff. Or, sorry, KWA stuff, branding. Okay. Now, you can see that the barrel bushing does twist, right? It's not super, the spring isn't super heavy like you'd find on a real 1911 because it is an airsoft gun. So the tool isn't necessary, but it's nice that it comes with it. With a standard, with a real 1911, that spring is so heavy, having that barrel bushing tool does help to get it over. You could do it with your fingers, but it's nice that it comes with it. Okay, let's just take it down real quick here. Okay, take the mag out. We're gonna want to take this guy out here. Okay. And you can see here, right, there's our slide spring. You can see the nozzle there. You'll notice it's already, just from the few shots, it's just worn that down. It's just that the tolerances are so close. Okay, so if you wanted to take the barrel out, you could, right? And here's your full metal frame, right? So it's all basically an alloy metal. It's not crazy heavy, but it's not light. Like I said, just over 2 pounds. Maybe a little bit lighter than a real steel 1911, but not by much. All right, a little bit tricky getting it closed up. It's just that the spring was a little cockeyed, so you just got to make sure that's straight when you're pulling it back, and then you'll be able to get that in there no problem. Of course, we're going to want to get this back in. Right, just give it a good push, and you got her all done. Now, just quickly also wanted to show you where the hop up was. So you can get in here and adjust the hop up using the tool. It would be right in there, okay? There's actually instructions in the manual on how to do that, so it's not too bad. All right, so let's pop this back in. I did quickly want to compare it to a KWC gun. This is the SA1911, so it's definitely fancier in terms of finish, but really it's a 1911 A1, and as you can see, it has the same type of sights, right? Nothing fancy, grip safety, but this gun's going to work very similarly. It's going to operate, the same. It's a blowback BB pistol, but you can get these in airsoft as well. This one uses CO2. I did show you the magazine. This is a CO2 mag, so that's different, but it is, your standard sort of single stack size. You can see they got the cutouts here. That's what I was talking about for the actual CO2. You don't have it on the gas ones, obviously. Nice gun, you know, going to operate very similar, going to feel very similar, but you'll notice it's just not quite as, you know, the fit and finish. The finish is nice, but you know, it's got a little bit more slide wiggle than the KWA one, right? There's literally nothing going on here in terms, it's just super tight. You know, everything's just fit and finish is amazing on the KWA. All right, let's talk pros and cons here. It's a mostly all metal design gun, pretty much what you're going to expect from a KWA gun. The fit and finish, as I said, is excellent. Really the best fit and finish you're going to find on pretty much any airsoft gun out there. Has that all metal magazine, which is close as you're going to get to a real 1911 in size and how it looks. I also like that the magazine follower locks down for easy loading. Now this gun is super authentic and true to the real steel 1911 A1 design. It even comes with that barrel bushing tool to help you take that all apart. Not that you necessarily need it, but it's nice that it comes with that. Gives you that real authenticity. Makes it feel like the real steel gun. I love the trigger on this pistol. The single action only trigger feels great. It's super light with virtually no take up, just like you're going to find again on a real steel 1911, at least one that shoots nice. Now not only does it have the working thumb safety, but it also has that authentic working grip safety. And all the other mechanical parts work just like they would on the real version. All right, a few cons. Now it does have that elongated barrel with the orange painted markings, but that can be easily rectified by just cutting it down or ordering the replacement barrel online at replicaairguns.com. Now the rear sight is fixed, so there is going to be no adjusting of the sights. If it shoots a little left or right, you're just going to have to aim slightly to the side to accommodate that. And also because it's a green gas or propane pistol, you will need to top up that mag with gas every time you load BBs into it just to get through that magazine, especially if you're shooting 20 rounds or so. All right, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. We also have our new Instagram Replica Airguns account, so check that one out too. Don't forget to check the links out in the description if you're interested in buying this airsoft gun in Canada or the US. Also check out the written post. I'll put a link in the description as well where you can read the written article for this pistol at replicaairguns.com. If you're interested in other products, check out our Canada and US online stores where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.